This morning, and as I hand over to her and think about you, I'm reminded of a song by the Royal Teens this morning. Do you know what it is?
Go on.
Who wears short shorts?
These are not even short shorts, Bill. You want to see my short ones? These are very sensible and grown up for work. Is it okay to wear shorts for work?
Yes.
I think it probably is.
Yeah.
Do you know, can we see the shorts?
Yes.
There's the shorts. I think it probably is today. Carol's been talking about it, how hot it's going to be today. She told me last night it's going to be boiling here at Wimbledon. So I thought, get the legs out, just for once. Morning, everybody. Morning, Bill and Louise. It's been a fantastic couple of days here at Wimbledon so far. Do you remember on Monday that brilliant performance from Liam Brodie, Great Britain's Liam Brodie, I should say, who won that five-setter to make it through to the next round? Well, he plays again today against David Goffin. We are joined, I'm very lucky here to have his coach, Mark Hilton, who's probably quite busy this morning, I imagine.
Pretty busy.
Spared a moment for us. How is Liam feeling ahead of today?
He's feeling good. Yesterday was very much about recovery and getting him prepared for today. Obviously bringing him down a little bit from the performance on Monday and making sure that he's ready to go. It
was a really emotional performance, wasn't it?
Yeah, it meant a lot to him, especially in the circumstances. Coming back from 2 sets down, and it was a way he performed under that sort of pressure it was incredible, and he showed his great character.
And one of the things that people have been talking about is that character, that kind of like that grittiness. What's he like to work with?
He's a good kid. He's difficult at times, like you'd expect.
In what way? Go on.
Well, I've been with him now for about 4 to 5 years, so I've kind of gone through that sort of teenage into a young man and gone through a lot. He's gone through a lot of difficult things, but again, his character is immense and something that's going to really make a big difference to him as he grows up.
He's got David Goffin today on court number 3. How do you prepare for that? Because it's something of a step up, isn't it?
Massively, but it's the sort of match you'd want to be involved in, and he's looking forward to it. It's a good test for him to see if he can get his game on the court, and if he does, you never know what can happen.
Could he at times perhaps be a little bit fiery?
Definitely, but it's part of his makeup and what makes him the player he is, and what will ultimately help him to perform on a big stage.
Now, of course, he is just one of 5 Britons through to the next round. This is a good place to be at this stage, isn't it?
Absolutely. I think regarding the men, for instance, I think it's the first time we've had 4 guys in the second round of Wimbledon for about almost 10 years. Wardy doing really well yesterday, Aliash, and obviously Andy. So it's hopefully gives some inspiration for some young players to go out and play.
How much of an inspiration is Andy Murray to them?
To Liam?
To all the other British players coming through?
Massively. You know, it's a massive step up considering where the other guys are right now, but he's unbelievably helpful. You know, he's always rooting for the guys, and he's the sort of guy who's going to be in the corner.
Mark, thank you very much indeed. I know you're super busy today. We will let you get on with that all-important task of preparing Liam for his match. We're carrying on talking about Andy Murray, actually, because he had put in a brilliant performance here on a boiling hot centre court yesterday afternoon. In the end, the number 3 seed had too much for the man from Kazakhstan, Mikhail Kukushkin. Britain's Aliash Bedene and James Ward are also through to the second round, as we just said. Former champions Rafa Nadal and Roger Federer are also safely through. 10th seed Nadal and 7-time champion Federer both won easily in straight sets. In the women's draw, Britain's number 1, Heather Watson, saved 3 match points on her way to beating Caroline Garcia. She plays Slovakia's Daniela Hanchukova later today. And away from Wimbledon, England's women's footballers are just 1 match away from playing the United States in the World Cup final in Canada. They take on Japan in Edmonton tonight. Plenty more to come from Wimbledon today, and we've just been talking about wildcard Liam Brodie, joined now by another former wildcard who went on to become champion, Goran Ivanisevic. Morning, Goran.
Morning.
See, he got the memo about shorts. Nothing wrong with a pair of shorts.
Fair,
yeah, I wasn't sure. A bit of a risk. Let's just for a moment
how's it going?
relive that special day here on centre court for you. This is the moment that Goran won.
At last, the waiting is over. We have a new Wimbledon champion.
Now, I've always really liked Goran Ivanisevic, but it's going to look like I really like him now because his microphone isn't working, so I'm going to have to lean in a bit so you can hear what he says. Sorry, Goran.
Yours is not working.
No, mine is working. Yours
mine
is
is
not
not
working.
working, huh?
So for everybody at home to hear you, you're going to have to talk to me a little bit close. So, what's it like to be back?
It's great to be back, you know. It's great. This center court, most beautiful court in the world. Now they have a roof. Luckily, 2001 they didn't have a roof. And the beautiful weather. What is happening here?
Everybody's been talking about the heat. How used to the heat will the players be? Because, of course, they play in Australia, they play the US Open. I think Roger Federer trains in Dubai for the heat. How difficult is it for them here?
They're used to the heat, but when they talk in this country about heat rules, then it's like, I don't know, it's like kind of joke. Because it never gets too hot. It's going to be hot, but not that hot that cannot deal with that.
And what can you do when you're on centre court, for example, in a high-pressure match? What can you do? And it's boiling hot. How do you keep yourself cool?
It's no secret. You just you need to stay cool. You need to drink a lot and just try to finish the match as soon as possible.
You have to feel for them slightly, don't you? Now, you're here actually not just to work at Wimbledon, not just to talk to us, but you're also involved in a scheme to make more kids play tennis.
Yeah, we did the other day with the HSBC team. I'm a part for the second year, and they bring the 30 young kids from the local school. Team, Lindsay and me, we gave them a little tips, we play with them, and hopefully, you know, this is a great program. There should be more programs like that involving kids. Just push them to be tennis players, and maybe we're going to watch one of them here.
How do you get them interested? Because everybody wants to pick up a racket during Wimbledon, but then the interest can tail off. How do you keep them interested?
Yeah, but you need to educate the coaches, you need to put the programs, you need to have like every 1 or 2 months some like camps, and you select 50, 100 kids, and then from these 50, 100 you select the best 10 or 20, and you know, just keep doing it. And with a program like this, I think it's possible to do it.
There are 5 British players through to the next round of Wimbledon. Everybody here is really quite pleased with that. Who are you enjoying watching the most?
It's great for the British tennis, but it's also, I expect more from the British tennis.
You think they should do better?
They should do much better. You know, you are happy when 5 guys are in the second round. Maybe only one is gonna be there on Thursday. But with the amount of money, everything, I think it should be more guys in the second round, in the third round, in the fourth round, not only in the second round. So you should. It's getting better. It's great that there are 5 guys in the second after 2006, but still they should do better.
That's right. It's the first time since then. So why aren't there more? What's the problem?
You asked the wrong person, but I think it's getting better. You brought Bob Red, who was my ex-coach, and I think he's a great guy for the job. You have to give him time. The things are moving better, getting better, and I think in a couple of years he's going to be even better and better.
Who is your tip to win this year?
I always go with Djokovic, but I have 5 guys that can beat him through that final. One is Andy, Roger, Wawrinka, Cilic, and Raonic. So 5 guys that can make the problems for him.
That's what's great about this year, isn't it? It's not so predictable. It's quite difficult to call who will be in that final at this point.
It's very difficult, and if weather stays like this, changes a lot because court is going to be quicker, higher bounces, and also give. This weather is perfect for Roger. Can be more aggressive, attacking tennis, and which I like.
So the ground is harder, it's hotter temperature, the ball flies faster.
Yes.
See, you learn something new every day here on BBC Breakfast. Goran Ivanisevic, thank you very much indeed for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Back to you.
That's my favourite moment of the programme, when I could hear the director say, you're going to have to sit closer to Goran.
Yeah. It's a tough
Like on his knee.
Yeah, well, it's a tough job, Sally. Someone's got to do it, though. So.
Terrible.
Well done.
Terrible.
Thanks, Al. Thanks, Goran, as well.
It's coming up to 9:15. It may have been during his time working as a mechanic, perhaps as